Before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has given me support either on here or on Twitter with the current situation against Showpro. Currently, I have 2 copyright strikes from them, which means at pretty much any point in time, if I get one more strike, this channel will be gone, which pains me so much. Yesterday, I had to go ahead and delete most of my recent videos just due to the fact that I just want to be more safer, and there's a chance that Showpro might be able to still strike my privated videos. We do not know anything about that information as of yet, but it's a very good possibility and I don't want to risk it. It's just so frustrating and annoying that we have to go through this. I spent so much time and hours making content for all of you guys, the best I could possibly be, and I might not be the biggest anime-poke tuber or the biggest YouTuber in this community, but I'm still so grateful for the small community we have built so far. You all mean the world to me and I wouldn't have it any other way. So please guys, if I could ask, give the videos a like, subscribe, and also comment down to help push the videos out. Thank you everyone. As with any new upcoming Pokemon anime, new characters are bound to be revealed to get the hype train rolling, and that's what we have today. 4 new characters have been revealed for the upcoming Scarlet and Violet anime, and they all look intriguing. After the airing of Aim to be a Pokemon Master episode 9 in Japan, the official Pokemon anime company over on Twitter dropped some major information for the plot of the new anime, as well as some important figures that will have some sort of involvement in our new protagonist, Liko and Roy's adventures. These 4 new characters are actually friends of Professor Friede, but that's not all. They're actually a part of Friede's crew, the Rising Volt Tacklers. You may be asking right now, Friede has a crew, but for what? Well, if you haven't seen the new poster for the Scarlet and Violet anime, or just didn't notice, at the top right we were shown a strange looking ship, and that ship was flying. Due to copyright reasons of course, I won't be able to show any images or visuals of the information I'm talking about. However, I'll leave a link down below for all of you to see what I'm on about. Thanks to Ceruldege over on Twitter, this strange looking flying ship was shown in its full form, and yeah, it looks cool. Something you would definitely see in a Pokemon anime movie. What makes this ship even more cooler and unique is that its wings look like they're able to transform into a battlefield for trainers to battle. So maybe we could actually see Liko and Roy train here with the members of the crew, and possibly even more new characters if they get on board the ship. It really does open the doors to a lot of possibilities in episodes, and it truly excites me for what is to come. Alright, enough talk about this cool new ship, it's time we meet the Rising Volt Tacklers crew. First up is mecha-loving Oreo. She's a mechanic and her partner Pokemon is a Metagross. I love her design. From her undone work overalls, I can already tell Oreo is a laid-back, cheerful, loving character, and she'll be the one to bring the bright, go-getter energy of the bunch. In addition, I'm sure that she'll be the first to get along well with Liko and Roy, being able to help them whenever she can. Her partner Pokemon being a Metagross is also what tops off her character for me. It's a very cool Pokemon, especially because there's barely any female characters in the anime who have a Metagross. I'm looking forward to seeing the pair of them at work. Next up is the skilled cook of the crew, Murdoch, and he's partnered with Rockruff. Murdoch's design is simple but cool. You can tell he has something to do with being a chef at sea type of vibe, with the 2 bandanas he wears, the sailor-like color scheme, and the short sleeve clothes and sandals. The only thing I don't really like about him is his hair. I can see what they're going for by giving him a knife and fork in his hair to represent he's a cook, but I just think it looks kinda goofy. He should have just had a more simpler design for the hair. But hey, maybe it might grow on me. Murdoch rocks a stern look on his face, which could stereotypically mean he's the opposite of Oreo, being angry, cold, and strict. Or he's just a contradictory character who seems mean but is actually truly nice. This would align well with him having a Rockruff, which is a very cute partner for him, which leads me to believe he is the second. Though, if we do look at Murdoch's voice actor, he is voiced by Kenta Miyake, who is known for the voice of Giovanni and Cyrus from Diamond and Pearl, both villain characters. Now, I'm not saying that Murdoch is a secret villain, but his voice actor has the tone to be a villain. Of course, this is just speculation, but there's a good argument and possibilities for this storyline to play out down the line, just going off past character roles. Regardless of all of that, I'm excited to see what this chef will be cooking up for the gang. The third member we have is medical specialist Molly, whose partner Pokemon is a Chansey. Molly's design is really funny to me because she's pretty much just an emo Nurse Joy, and I like her a lot. I wouldn't even be surprised if she's related to Nurse Joy, like her cousin or something, as her color scheme just screams Nurse Joy with the reds, the light pinks and pink hair. but I love how they gave her a twist by giving her earrings, nails, etc. It really makes her feel cool and really modern. As I already said earlier, Molly is pretty much emo Nurse Joy, so she might be like Chloe when we first saw her in episode 1 of Journeys, just being disgusted by everything. Or she'll just be a bit more kept to herself, not really wanting to be around people except Pokemon, especially her partner Chansey. I could totally see her not really wanting to interact with Liko and Roy at first, as maybe it might play a big role in her character progression, as we do know she's a medical specialist, so she's bound to have to interact with people at some point, if that's the road they want to take of course with her. Molly having a Chansey is nice of course, it's a nice little reference to Nurse Joy, and yeah, I have nothing bad to say about the both of them. I'm excited to see Molly's character unfold. The fourth and final member in the Rising Volt Tacklers is Lando, a mysterious fisherman. There's not too much to really say about him, apart from that he's just an old guy who has no partner Pokemon, and he overall looks like a Drampa. Now, what's strange about this guy is the fact that he's a mysterious fisherman, but isn't Friede's ship an airship? So, I wonder how he's gonna fish in the sky, and what will he even be fishing for? I can see Lando having something very major hidden to him. I could also see him being very wise and knowledgeable, being able to teach Liko and Roy some very valuable lessons about Pokemon trainers, battling wise and also connection wise with your Pokemon. Friede definitely wouldn't just recruit this guy for the vibes, he has to have something very significant to him to be a part of the whole crew. So these are the 4 members as of right now, a part of Professor Friede's crew. My favourite member of the Rising Volt Tacklers is Oreo. Why Oreo is my favourite is because 1, it's cool to see a girl have a Metagross as a Pokemon, and 2, knowing the fact that she's a mechanic. It really gives her a unique identity that will certainly help her stand out amongst the crew and the cast in the Scarlet and Violet anime. The members I'm most intrigued about is Lando and Molly. I feel like both of these characters have a lot hidden beneath them, and that the plot will really focus on uncovering these as character focus and development starts rolling in for the series, especially Molly. One thing that is surprising to me is how there is no Paldea representation among the crew's Pokemon, which in my opinion is a little disappointing. Maybe, and I hope, Liko and Roy will be the ones to have Paldea only Pokemon, to really showcase that region off as it deserves it. However, we can assume that the reason why the crew doesn't have any Paldea Pokemon is solely due to the fact that Friede must have gathered these different members of his crews on his own adventures through the other 8 regions. I can certainly see this being a major factor in the plot and backstory between Friede and how he met his crew. The Scarlet and Violet anime is really starting to gear up now. I'm really interested to see what roles everyone on the crew will play and their significance to Liko and Roy through this new story. Now that you know my thoughts, I want to know yours. What's your thoughts on Friede's crew, the Rising Volt Tacklers, and who's your favourite member? If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe whilst hitting the bell notification for all new future Pokemon anime related content, like the new Scarlet Violet anime coming up.